Davenport City crews are moving the barriers around the collapsed apartment building. This is the latest effort to keep everyone safe from the possibility of a larger collapse. Instead of limiting traffic on Harrison, they are reopening 2 lanes of traffic. That is the first time in a couple days the intersection has been fully open to traffic. Welcome into Good Morning Quad Cities at 11. I'm Nina Burns.
And I'm Jonathan Fong. Thank you for joining us. We begin with the new information from Davenport city leaders about the building collapse. At least one city worker has resigned from their position following the building collapse in downtown Davenport. The city worker, who wasn't named, was responsible for originally giving the building a passing grade on an inspection. City officials said it boiled down to a technical glitch.
That inspector left for the weekend, and when they returned on May 30th, they went into the system to update their notes from that inspection and noticed that they had in error marked it pass when they created the permit, which made them change it to incomplete. And then when they made it incomplete, the internal glitch showed that it passed. Since then, our IT department has worked to resolve that glitch, and we understand this was an administrative error, but the magnitude of the situation and the error that was made, the employee, the staff member, gave their resignation yesterday, so they are no longer with this city.
Chief Mike Ladle says there are 2 people believed to be inside the building still, but it is no longer a rescue situation and has moved to a recovery.
This is all part of a much larger update by the city of Davenport on the collapse investigation. News 8's Cesar Sanchez is live at City Hall, where the press conference just wrapped up. Hello, Cesar.
Hello, Nina. Yeah, a lot of emotions here today at the press conference, and another update that I want to talk about that was discussed at the press conference. We were given an update on the 3 accountable people at the press conference, and we've been told that 2 of them have been located, and we've been told that they are safe. One of them was located here around in Davenport. The other ones, they've been told that they moved out of their apartment building months ago and are now located in Texas. But the 3rd person has been identified as Daniel Priere, and the city, as you guys mentioned, the city is still calling this a rescue situation. And at the press conference today, Mayor Mike Mattson was very emotional when discussing the continuing efforts.
I don't know that anybody can anticipate a building collapsing. All I can tell you is that through improved inspections and a continuous inspection cycle, we will continue to look at things to do. I can only and we will look at going forward. I can only tell you that. And we review these things often, and we will continue to do that. And believe me, after this tragedy, this will be a conversation for a long period of time.
Now, the city says they are continuing to monitor the situation, and today they have emergency crews out there investigating what they are missing. Currently, they have infrareds and rescue dogs on site, but we'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you. Live in Davenport, Cesar Sanchez, WQAD News 8. Thank you, Cesar. And a candlelight vigil has been set up for those who are said to still be missing from the collapsed building. News 8's Charles Hart joins us live in the scene in downtown Davenport. Charles, what is the scene looking like right now?
Yeah, good morning, Nina. So more people have gathered here in the last couple of hours, especially the last hour. And the son of victim Brandon Colvin actually slept here overnight. And I spoke to Brandon Jr.'s mom, who says they're not losing hope. Brandon Colvin is one of 3 people still unaccounted for, as News 8's Cesar Sanchez just mentioned, and one of the 2 still believed to be on the collapsed property, along with Ryan Hitchcock. Desiree Banks says it's been an emotional week, especially since Brandon Jr. is graduating this Saturday, and his dad is nowhere to be found. She also says the community has been rallying behind them and showing them loads of support.
If he needs to sleep here to satisfy his mind and soul, it's like, I'll sleep right there with you, baby. Wherever we're going to sleep together, I don't care. If it's here, if it's at home, I'm going to be right by your side, period. I will be here. And other people are here. Everybody's supporting us, and we appreciate it.
That's where his bed was right there.
Brandon Colvin lived on the 5th floor of the collapsed side of the building, and his clothing rack can actually still be seen standing. Banks says they're taking it one day at a time.
We need help, and we gotta get answers. So we have to. Whether we like the answers or don't like them, I have to get something. Because right now we're just in the point where we're just unsettled. Like, no matter which thought we go with anywhere, we have nothing to go by. But that we know he's in there, somebody's in there.
Yeah, Banks says that her and Brandon Jr. will continue to sleep out here as long as they have to until they get word on Brandon Colvin. Nina?
Thank you, Charles. We also spoke with structural engineers from across the country about the building condition, and they agreed that moving the pile of rubble that's helping hold up the building is just too dangerous. Our partners at ABC News spoke with Brandon Colvin Jr. yesterday, who says he wants answers.
It's stressful. It's a lot. I just wish we had something. Like, we don't have anything. They haven't told us anything, did anything. I don't see anything changing. It's frustrating. It's even people that don't even know them, people that aren't family, and it's hard for them too. Like, they're feeling it too.
If it was your mom or your dad or your brother or your son that was in the building, you would want to be out here every single day worried about where they are and if they're hurt and if they need help.
Brandon Jr. is graduating high school this weekend.
The Quad Cities community continues banding together in the wake of this tragedy. People in downtown Davenport holding a vigil again last night for those victims of the building collapse. Supporters and local religious leaders gathered at the LeClaire band shell, uniting in prayer. And if you would like to help those impacted by the collapse, you can text the word donate to the number on your screen. That's 309-304-0888. Make sure to text instead of calling. And we have expanded coverage of the building collapse on our website. You can see all our stories plus the latest information at WQ80.com.